the terrible part of the weekend was the fact that ICE agents murdered a man in the streets.
Oh my God, guys!
Alex Peretti.
Alex Peretti.
Peretti.
Oh, Peretti. Excuse me, Alex Peretti. ICU nurse at a veterans hospital. The videos were circulating of him, giving condolences and last words to veterans in the hospital.
Oh, that choked me up, Ebro. When I saw that video, I was like, what a beautiful human being. Like, that was tough. That was a tough one. Did you see it, P?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, from the second I saw this guy, from the second I saw him, I know you can't, it's like unreasonable to judge someone, but like you could just tell, I'm like, oh, this guy's just a mensch. This is just a good guy out here doing good guy stuff in the world.
Well, and the reason he got murdered was doing good guy stuff.
Got killed doing good guy stuff, looking out for a woman who's getting abused by the ICE agent.
An ICE agent pushed this woman to the ground, and the scene before he's helping the woman, before the ICE agents had even approached him, he's like waving traffic through on the street,
just helping out, just trying to help make things better,
waving traffic through. He definitely had his iPhone out. And for the rest, hit the button on anyone out there.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
They're twisting and turning and trying their best. They were like, oh my God, he was armed. He was ready to attack.
Legally. He was not ready to attack. He didn't even have his weapon out. He was legally armed, and the ICE agents took his gun. And from the videos that I've seen, the different, videos, forensics, Instagram agents, it appears that an ICE agent took his gun and then fired his gun.
Oh, you thought he fired his gun?
People are alleging that the guy in the gray jacket that took Alex Peretti's gun, when he turns to run away, they zoom in and it appears as if the ICE agent fired his gun, which then prompted the other agents to start firing at Alex.
Oh, I did not see that. That's very interesting.
That's being alleged.
Huh. I will say this. It would that stupidity would, I guess, make some idea of how it could have happened. Because the image I have is a man is facing the ground, hunched over, making no attempt to fight back, with his back to the officer.
Mm-hmm.
His gun has now been removed, and the dude just started pumping bullets into his back.
That's right.
Now,
that's what we all saw.
As evil as all of this has been so far, it even went beyond the scope of what I would have expected from ICE agents in Minneapolis. I cannot.
I don't know how you had expectations.
I don't. But like, because there'd be no way, for the same reason that Trump last night had to say, well, we're going to have to review all of it. They made it almost, it's so awful. Yo, guys, I thought it couldn't get worse than Renee Good. This is significantly worse than Renee Good. This is significantly worse. There's no argument to be made. You can't make an argument he was putting anyone in danger. You can't.
No, you can't. You can't.
And they're trying.
By the way, guess who did?
Everybody.
What's the guy that's dressed up as the
Bongino?
That's dressed up as for the guy from the Tiana Taylor movie?
Yeah.
That guy who's dressed up as the guy from the Tiana Taylor movie who's dressed up as a Nazi, that guy is really, really a bad guy.
What's that guy's name again?
I don't know. You said Boncino?
I get confused whether
What's his name?
I get confused whether Bonchinche is just a podcaster or if he's actually the guy who. Either way, I know who you're talking about.
With that, he's got the military cut and the cross body, Nazi outfit on. But anyway, these people are not qualified to be doing this work. That's what's clearly evident. And this week, it's going to be interesting because the heat is on the Chuck Schumers of the like and Congress, because they're supposed to allow more funding to go to Department of Homeland Security and specifically ICE.
Yeah, so the idea is that they could maybe block giving them any money, right?
Well, that's what people are expecting. Several people are expecting.
Can I ask a question? Because, I'm on the fence between, like, wanting to just rage all day, as I rage basically on Twitter like an idiot all weekend. Between that and wanting to ask a question about what can we do. in a perfect, nothing's perfect, but if we had a perfect leader right now, like what do we want to see them do? We know we want the Democrats to do something. What does fighting back actually look like? You know what I'm saying? What do we really want?
Well, fighting back actually looks, for me, I could just say fighting back would look something like A, stop funding this thing.
Sure.
Right? B, how is the Attorney General Pam Bondi saying that we'll remove ICE from Minneapolis if you give us the voter rolls?
Like, what does that mean? Like, why do you need that?
That means that they want election details because they want to take Minnesota from the Democrats at the midterms. They are trying to get access to the voter rolls because they want to take the election again.
That's
what we're going to find out in the next few months. How much the 2024 election was tampered with. 2020 was it 2025, whatever. November 2024.
It's unbelievable that she straight out just said it. Oh, we'll get ICE out of there if you turn over your voter rolls.
So that it would look like not turning those voter rolls on. It would look like not funding ICE, and it would look like getting ICE out of Minnesota, and it would also look like disbanding this whole ICE thing all the way around, because the way it's been funded and the way it's been set up clearly is with unqualified individuals. They're fast-tracking individuals into ICE without training. These people are not trained to be on the streets. Why are you pushing a woman with a phone? Why are you pushing anyone?
But realistically, we're not abolishing ICE while the Republicans have the control they have. It's not going to happen, right?
No, absolutely not.
No, not at all.
So, like, I'm just asking the question because I just want to know, like, we're disappointed by so many people. Like, AOC is one of the only people who I really look at and see actual leadership from the tone that she sets in these moments. You know what I mean? But I'm just thinking of, like, what do we do? What do we really do?
Well, the other thing is I mean, I don't think we have the video, but we have Kathy Hochul, the governor of the United States. You had
New York,
governor of New York, talking to Trump and basically saying Kristi Noem needs to be fired. These people need to be fired. This whole, like, they need to resign and all. No, they need to be fired and they need to be arrested, or they need to be arrested because they're breaking the law. That's the other part. They are breaking the law. Laws are being broken.
And they're doing it like, this is one of the things, like, people kept posting the videos this weekend. Like, yo, look at this. My good friend Jody kept sending me stuff. Like, he was so emotional, upset. He's like, look at this video. Look at that. How can they say? I'm like, do you get it, bro? It doesn't matter what's in the videos. This isn't even, Ebro, what's beyond lying? This is intentional gaslighting. They know. They said that he attacked the ICE agents brandishing a firearm. They said he was a domestic terrorist. They said he showed up there with the intention to harm ICE agents. Meanwhile, these are the same people who will die for the right to carry a firearm. He had a legally concealed firearm. And I'm seeing these people online going, well, you don't want to get shot. Don't bring a gun to a protest. I thought you guys were the party of bring a gun wherever you want. He wasn't doing anything.
And what about Kyle Rittenhouse?
They love Kyle Rittenhouse.
They love Kyle Rittenhouse.
No, and the old couple. Remember the old couple on their front porch?
That's right.
With the machine gun?
In St. Louis.
And they invited them to speak at the Republican convention. They were heroes. However, this guy helping people.
Hit yourself with the button. I can't even believe that
Congratulations,
you guys are sitting here
you played yourself.
Going, what about with these people?
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm saying
the only thing left to do is insult and curse at these individuals. That's the only thing left to do. There is no way you're having actual adult conversations with these individuals anymore. You're not doing it. People who ran around talking about don't tread on me and the Second Amendment and the First Amendment, and then now all of this is happening, and they're like, well, don't do this. And
you don't want to get hurt. Don't bring a gun.
First of all, it wasn't even a protest. That wasn't an actual protest, what was going on in the street. Those were neighbors, people who lived in the neighborhood, right, out there because ICE was grabbing people and has a history of grabbing and harassing people right now in Minneapolis,
right,
who are U.S. citizens. I don't even think that was an actual protest. Nobody said that.
Yeah,
this
no,
was
you're right.
protest.
It didn't look like there was any organized protest happening. It looks like it was just more madness in the street because that's what they were doing.
And now they're going into people's homes. Like straight up going into people's homes. I don't know if you guys saw the video of the man who was like came out of the shower. They pulled him out in his underwear in the snow.
Yes.
U.S. citizen, by the way. And they just, they have to fill their quota. So they'll snatch everyone up, get them processed in a couple of days. Oh, whoopsie. You're free to go with no repercussions.
And to answer your question, Rosenberg, there's really nothing we can do other than highlight these things.
And that's one of the things that gets me so angry. There are a few different arguments that get me the most angry. One, people love to bring up, previous presidents deporting just as many people. To which, again, it's like, why are you? No one's saying.
They love bringing that up. They love it.
No one's saying that deportations don't happen or that deportations shouldn't happen with people who need to be deported for whatever legal reasons and due processes happen that shown their time is up here, they haven't done the legal work, and they have to go.
Right,
and you're not ripping them apart from their family.
Right.
No one's
or you committed a crime.
Or you committed a crime.
Yes, I think we can all agree. You committed a crime, get out of here.
No one's arguing that point. So they bring that up all the time. The point is how it's being done. And that if you can't see that this is a completely different process, shame on you. You're being willfully ignorant. And then the second one, Laura, that drives me crazy is, and this has been happening now for just years, and I know this probably sends Ebro into a frenzy, when these right-wingers try to compare the behavior of rogue criminals to people who represent the U.S. government. In other words, we get upset about ICE agents killing Alex Pretti. They go, what about the guy who killed Laken Riley? Yo, no one thought that was okay either. No one thinks when anyone gets murdered, it's okay. Those are not police officers. They are not government officials.
I know.
Why are you choosing to be ignorant? Why?
Yo, but I've seen clips and I've been like, oh God, Rosenberg, I've just been trying to like limit the amount of stuff I see because it just, for my mental health, right? So I try to limit it. But I did see some clips of even some Fox News hosts asking certain questions that I was like, oh, wait, even you?
Well, that's my point. This one seems to be getting, they effed up in the sense that it was so bad that even people on their side were forced to be like, oh, why? You're not supposed to do it like that. You're not supposed to make it so obvious. You shot the guy in the back 6 times while he was on the ground.
Don't worry.
And he
We're
never,
going to investigate.
he never took his gun out of the holster.
Never
took the gun out of the holster. He turned his back to them. He was wrestled to the ground. They were punching him in the face. Then they took his gun and then they shot him. They murdered that man on the street. That's it. That's the end of the thought.
No, and I thought the plan was for them to try to do it in a way where they could at least present another argument.
No, they rush to put something out before they've even looked at the video, hoping that their lying can shape the narrative. And I got news for you. At least on my algorithm, there's nothing you're doing that is shaping any of these narratives in your favor. Literally nothing. So if you believe, what's the lady's name that speaks on behalf of the White House?
Catherine.
Caroline Leavitt.
Oh,
Caroline Leavitt, Donald Trump, Pete Hegseth, Kristi Noem, the man dressed up as the Tiana Taylor movie character, whatever your name is. If you believe any of this is working in your favor, it's not. You're being lied to by the people running around hanging out with you. Y'all are all being lied to. They know they can't believe that this is helping their narrative. The only thing I believe that they really sit there and think about is this causing enough distraction and chaos and mayhem to the average American that allows us to continue to make our billions of dollars and change government policy right beneath everybody's noses?
Yes.
Without everybody being able to pay attention.
That's exactly what's happening. And then, yes, Congress and people are demanding investigations. We don't trust the investigations. And that's a problem. None of us here trust these investigations.
Well, that's the next stage of this democracy falling apart. And we've talked about that many times. And we can move on after this. But the fact that people don't trust elections, you don't trust your media, you don't trust your government, right? You don't trust any of your institutions, even your higher education institutions. You trust nothing. What do you have left at that point? You don't trust it. There's people who you don't trust the doctors. You don't trust the scientists. You don't trust anything that is an institution that is supposed to be keeping you safe, informed, and alive.
Where
do you go from there?
Yep. They've set up the perfect storm.
Yeah.
Now there's nothing to trust.
And so then you have to immediately you go to, okay, who does this benefit? It benefits the billionaires. It benefits the people who can pay a lot of money to change how we see each other and change how we see our country. And it also benefits foreign powers. And we've always alleged that Trump and this whole system is working on behalf of foreign powers.
And the beautiful part for them is they're all getting paid. If the plans end up like falling apart for them, with the exception of like Stephen Miller, who literally won't be happy until like there's no color in our country and it's the Fourth Reich. With the exception of him, Ebro, the rest of them don't even care. Like if the plans eventually stop working and fall apart, and they all got their money and it ends, they don't give a shit. They just they want pure chaos and to stuff their pockets. That is it. And this other stuff, yeah, sure, they want to do as much as they can. But if it fails, they're going to be gone. It's all money. Trump's made what, Ebro? Over $1.5 billion this term?
That's what's being reported. So
his dumb kids are making hundreds of millions of dollars.
Well, look at the NRA on the right side of history. Even the NRA spoke out against the actions and narrative afterwards.
No way.
Miracle. What a miracle.
True?
According to King Lou.
I got to look this up.
You don't trust King. Look, you don't even trust King Lou. Talking about trust.
NRA and Ebro, don't worry. This is from the BBC, so I trust it.
Okay. Here we go.
NRA and other U.S. gun activists push back at Trump officials over Minnesota shooting. Bro, if the NRA is not with you and you fired a gun, you're either black or you did something really bad.
Man.
Yo, the fact that white people fired a gun, white government officials fired guns, and the NRA is saying, nah, hold on. That's bad.